Sorry about that. Had to catch the phone. Alright, the next thing I do is take a little countersink and I smooth out the end of the hole in the pole so I can push the line through there. And I make these plugs to go in the back of the second section. I make some of them out of phenolic, some of them out of Delrin. Here's one I made out of Delrin. I make them to fit the pole, and it's got a 1/16 hole through the center of it. Next thing I do is I cut me 80 inches of 80-pound Dacron braid to wrap around the small end of the third section so the pole don't pull apart. Then I cut 80 inches of this 300-pound test deep sea fishing line. You have to use special cutters to cut that braid. You can get it Bass Pro. I take the 80 inches of the braid and I lay it on the small end of the third section and come down about 2 inches and make a loop. Go back up to the end, then I start wrapping. I wrap it as tight as I can get it. When I get it completely wrapped, then I hook the tail in that loop and pull it back through with my pliers. And then I mop on some super glue gel and let it dry. And that keeps the pole from being where it'll snatch apart. I'm trying to do this in a hurry, but anyway, when you get it wrapped all the way down, you just stick the tail through here and pull this little tail right here with a pair of pliers, and it pulls that end up under that, and it stays tight. And then you wrap, just smear on some super glue gel and you got it. Then you take the 300-pound braid and you tie a little knot in the end of it so it don't pull all the way through. Then you have to start over. And then I cut the other end on a slight angle. Like that. And sometimes it's hard to get started, especially when you're old like me and you can't half see. There it went. Push it in through the small end till it starts coming out the other end, and then you pull it on through. If I don't get in a hurry and Mess it all up. You pull it on through till your knot gets to the end. Then you put it back in the second section. Drop it all the way down. Then you feed it through your plug. Well, my hole's not clean in my plug. Maybe it'll go through there. There it went. Then you tie a double knot, just a granny knot in this end, and you take a cigarette lighter or soldering torch, whatever you got, and you melt that tail so it don't come loose later on. Then you put the pole together. You'll have about 9 inches of line hanging out the end. And that's what you put your swivel on. I mean your snap, so you can put your lure on there. But what I do is I put a vacuum cup. This is my plugs that I got made up. I got all sizes because all the poles are different sizes. I got these little vacuum caps that I put one on the end of the pole to keep water out of it. I punch a hole in it and I take a real small wire and run through there, and then I pull this line through it, and then I put a little super glue gel right on here, and I push that tip on the end of that pole like that, and then it's pretty much watertight. When you get it all together, you put chair leg cups on it on both ends of the pole. Like so. That's the snap that I put on the poles to hold the lure. These chair legs, I use 1.1 inch on the small end and 1.25 inch on the big end. And that keeps your pole clean keeps the dust out of it. And the one on the back, whenever you catch a fish, you pull it up under your arm like this to get the fish to the boat, and the big end of the pole is laying in the water. And this cup, chair leg, cover, whatever you want to call it, keeps the water from getting in your pole and filling your pole full of water. The screw-on caps that come on these jigger poles will let water in. You don't want to keep them on there. You take a box cutter and you cut them off of there, and you sand it down, smooth it up, whatever you got to do, get the glue off, and you put this chair leg on there, cup, and that's pretty much it. I don't think I forgot anything, but good luck with your fishing. I hope you catch a Moby Dick.